Welcome everybody to Extreme Off-Road Silly Bills, and today we're dealing with the 2023 Nissan Z. Now this has 1017 horsepower, 852 pounds-feet of torque from a 7 litre twin turbocharged V8 engine. The car itself now weighs 3050 pounds, has all-wheel drive, off-road tyres and off-road suspension, and it can now do 0 to 60 in 2.553 seconds, 0 to 100 in 5.250 seconds, and go to a top speed of 194 miles an hour. Now I know we've used this engine with its max power in a couple of cars recently, mainly Japanese cars. We used it in the Honda Civic RS in extreme power no handling, and we used it in the Mitsubishi Galant VR4 in a previous episode of this, but that's because it's quite a versatile engine. And even though it's a V8 and kind of alien to Japanese cars, especially the JDM cars, it is at least, you know, quite a torquey engine, has plenty of power, and it's really quite high revving as well. So it's quite a versatile engine, and I think it'll work here, especially given, you know, we want to get out of the corners as quickly as possible. And yeah, the speed, the acceleration, launch, and braking are all really rather good on this. And yeah, the off-road capability is pretty decent as well. So yeah, high hopes for this. It'll be interesting to see how it can do against the Nissan Fairlady Z from 2003, which is currently our second fastest Nissan on this series, with the GT-R Nismo being the fastest, but it's very close between those two cars, so yeah, hopefully it can at least match one of them, if not beat both of them. So yeah, and obviously this is newer than both of them, not by a huge margin over the GT-R, but you know, it's 20 years newer than the Fairlady Z, so that is quite a difference. Pretty sure I'm right in remembering that Fairlady Z was lighter than this. I can't quite remember the engine we put into it, but I definitely remember it being lighter. Because it is older at the end of the day, and older cars generally are quite lightweight. Don't have the same kind of technology or stringent regulations to make them as big and as safe as possible. Still getting up to 173 down there, that is mightily quick. This engine seems to be working well in this, like I hoped. Tad bit of understeer, but that's to be expected given it was on the rear wheel drive originally. 140 off the jump, mega air time. Really looking forward to the rally expansion that's been added to this game in late March. Whether or not I'll do a new series on that in terms of, you know, something similar to this, we'll have to see. Regardless, I will be doing a playthrough of the main storyline, or whatever you want to call it. There are apparently 27 races in that expansion, never mind anything else that's going to be going on. I'm not sure if there's going to be any barn finds or anything like that, but there are going to be new cars added to that expansion and by that expansion as well. A few that I am looking forward to. But for now, this car is performing quite well. It's really agile, it's handling the power nicely, especially given, you know, it's 2.5 times the power it had originally. Obviously a much larger engine. 2 extra cylinders up there, and I think more than twice the cubic capacity, so always dealing with the power well, but also the acceleration and especially the off-road elements, which, you know, can easily slow a sports car like this down, but the additional ride height, the off-road tyres and the all-wheel drive are all working nicely in tandem to keep us on the straight and narrow. Brakes are fairly good, although I can't brake myself there. Oh, that's mightily quick, way quicker than the GT-R Nismo and the Fairlady Z at 1 minute, 3 minutes 14.553 seconds. That's, yeah, that is more than 3 seconds quicker than the GT-R Nismo, and it's nearly 4 seconds quicker than the Fairlady Z. So yeah, that has comfortably become the fastest Nissan that we've had on this series so far, and it is comfortably in the top 5, which is more important, quite frankly, as it is, yeah, it's gone into 3rd place, which is remarkable, given, you know, this is a sports car at the end of the day with 2.5 times the power it was dealing with originally. So yeah, and that is only just over 0.1 of a second slower than an MG Metro 6R4, which is obviously meant for doing this kind of stuff. It's, you know, a rally car at the end of the day, even if it was upgraded quite, you know, substantially. So yeah, that means we beat the AMC Rebel the Machine, and the Aston Martin 177, the Plymouth Fury, the Brabham BT62, Lotus Evija, Peugeot 207 Super 2000, another rally car, the Extreme E number 44 X44, another off-road based vehicle. The Sierra Cars number 23 Yokohama Alpha is now knocked out of the top 10, and yeah, like I said, comfortably the fastest Nissan we've had on this series so far. Looks like that engine was a worthwhile engine to go for, quite frankly, as it got us up to some remarkable speeds at times, hit at least 173 at one point, which is mightily quick. But yeah, the MG Metro still stands in 2nd place, and the Hot Wheels 2 Jets still reign supreme in 1st place. So yeah, I'm hoping with the new expansion that we'll get some cars out of that might challenge the Hot Wheels car, because it is sorry, it has sat there for way too long, and yeah, it deserves to lose its crown now. It's had it for long enough, and we need a new leader. So yeah, hopefully that'll be the case with the expansion. But regardless of the expansion, we will be continuing with this series, as there's plenty more cars to try out, and given we keep sorry, considering we still keep getting major surprises like this, then it's, yeah, well worth keeping this series going, at least until the new Forza Motorsport game comes out, at least. So yeah, but nonetheless, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.